morning, everyone. Welcome to the Stock Market Morning Prep video for Thursday, August 13th. Well, we got a little bit of that retracement rally that we were kind of anticipating, looking for at least that low Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday going into options monthly expiration next week. And we did get a little bit of a bump higher. We were extended. I was showing that to you on some of the indicators. Was looking for a little bit more of a flush, but we did get that bounce nonetheless. What are we going to do today? Well, we're up about 4.25 handles, a little bit of follow through. That is a good sign that we did hold pretty much all of the gains from yesterday. Now, it gets a little tricky because we are coming into Thursday and Friday. Do sellers get into this area here and start pushing this market lower again? That's yet to be seen. But still, I'm still looking for a short-term, interim low today, tomorrow, and again, it may have already happened yesterday, and then we'll get some choppiness, but some bullish price action going into options expiration, okay? So I'm still looking for that, and I am looking for a continued bounce or retracement rally going into Labor Day weekend here in the States for next month, and then I think that's where sellers will step back in again. But remember, we do need one thing. We need sentiment to be extremely high, and we also need, of course, technicals to really start breaking out and touching the upper end of our highs here in our indexes. Otherwise, market top is just not going to happen, and we could just be continually chopping around going into the fourth quarter. And that's scary because I really would like to get at least a correction or some sort of a pullback. You know, I'd like to see an 8 or 10 or even 12% correction. But is that going to happen? We do not know as of yet because it's still early to tell. We need to monitor a pullback and see if that starts to get into a correction. And again, volume is really key here. So starting to see some signs that maybe some buyers are kind of stepping in, and with light volume, we could push this higher and actually start challenging the highs after next week, after options expiration. That may give us a little buoyancy to the upside, and then buyers start to step in, and then you have the retail crowd jump in, and you could have that euphoric buying where we can mark some sort of a top. But we need investor sentiment to be really high. Right now, they're coming out today with the numbers, so we'll see what that. We'll see how those numbers transpire, and I will tell that to you tomorrow morning. All right, so real quick, let's just go into the indexes. Again, a whole lot of nothing, but you could see the intraday price action was pretty good. We broke below the 200, but you could see here on a Bollinger Band where we were out 2 standard deviations away, and that's really a snapback, a look for something to at least pull back into the bands, and we got back above the 200-day moving average. So that's still a good sign. Again, holding that 200. If we can kind of capitalize on this candle and start to move higher, we may be able to at least challenge the upper end of this range here. Take a look at the IWM. You can see now this is really not a good sign. This is a real problematic here to the indexes. Secondary leader to the transports. And you can see this bear flag I showed you yesterday broke down below it, and then we rallied right back up again. But again, still below this trend line. Still have bearish symmetry of lower lows and lower highs. Again, not a good sign if you're a bull, if you're looking for a continuation of this rally. This really needs to start stepping up and breaking back outside of this downtrend line and above this 20 to start alleviate at least some of this downside pressure. Diamonds, you can see well below the 200. Again, broke below, well below the Bollinger Bands and snap back again. And this is what we look for, right? We look for these, where can we bounce? And sure enough, that's exactly what happened here, okay? Transports, doing okay, but really not moving at all to the upside. We're just kind of hovering around here right below this downtrend line. You see we broke it early this yesterday morning, and then we rallied back up again to put a big hammer. But we need to capitalize on this today. We need to get back above the 20, back above the 50, and at least start to challenge that 200 where we're knocking on its door so we could break higher again. But again, this is another concern of mine. Leaders are starting to break down. Again, look at the leaders in stocks. Apple not doing too well. You know, a lot of the big cap tech starting to break down a little bit. That's not a good sign, guys. And then we have, lastly, is the Qs. Q starting, still holding in there, but seeing signs of deterioration. And that's not a good sign for the bulls. So we need to really watch today, tomorrow, and see what happens today. Today, I'm going to still look to be a buyer of rallies on a deeper retracement, some sort of a good pullback. I want to see this market prove itself before we get really crazy long. Of course, intraday long. But let's see what happens here today. One day does not make a trend change, but if we can capitalize on today's bullish candle from yesterday, then I think maybe we might have something brewing where, again, next week comes into options monthly exploration where we can be bullish and then really start to move to the upside. Okay? Hope that helps everybody. Have a great day. We'll speak to you tomorrow. Take care.